Hi, welcome back. Today we'll be talking about personality types and how they affect your trading. So we're going to be using the most popular, I would say, basic form of personality types, the DISC. So let's start. All right, the first type of personality, the dominance type, their priorities are getting immediate results, taking action, and challenging themselves and others. So they are usually very impatient. They want results immediately, right? And they can't sit still. And they're always challenging something or someone. They are motivated by power and authority, right? Competition. They love competing. They love winning and success. So what they fear is a loss of control. They fear being taken advantage of and feeling vulnerable. You will notice these guys, they have very high self-confidence. They are usually very direct, forceful, and sometimes even brash, right? And they love risk-taking. So limitations is, as we can see, they lack concern for others. They are very impatient and they can be very insensitive to others. Now the next type, they seem to be like the nicer version of the dominance personality. So the influence personality, their priorities are expressing enthusiasm. They love taking action as well, but they love encouraging collaboration. So they are very motivated by social recognition. They love being around others in group activities and having lots of positive relationships. What they fear is social rejection, disapproval from people, a loss of influence, and being ignored and being not heard. You'll notice these guys, they are usually charming, they're very enthusiastic, they're always sociable, optimistic, and they can talk nonstop. The limitations for these guys, they are often impulsive, disorganized. They like initiating a lot of stuff but not following through on things. Next, we have the steadiness personality. So priorities for these guys, they love giving support. They are like the back end support guys. They like maintaining stability and they also enjoy collaboration with people. So they are motivated by stable environments. They love sincere appreciation for their work. They love working with other people, cooperating, and most of all, they love helping people. So the fears for this guy is they fear losing stability. They fear change. They fear harmony, offending others. So they are very afraid of conflict and change in general. So you'll notice for them, they are very patient. They are great team players. They are usually very calm and they are good listeners and they're also very humble. Limitations for them, they can be overly accommodating, so a yes man to everything. And when change is needed, they usually resist it a lot and they're very indecisive. So lastly, the conscientious personality type. These guys, they prioritize accuracy, stability, and they are always challenging assumptions, right? So they need that precision. They are motivated by gaining knowledge and the attention to quality. What they fear is criticism for their work because they often criticize themselves too. They also hate slipshod methods, and of course, they hate being wrong. They must be correct and consistently correct for a very precise reason. So you notice these guys, like I said, precision. They are very precise. They know exactly what they're doing all the time. They love analyzing, and they're always very skeptical, especially of things that are new. And they are usually reserved and very quiet. Limitations for this personality type: they are overly critical. They tend to overanalyze, and they are also very isolated. They don't like talking to people. Now, if we translate this to trading, this is what it may look like. So the trader personality types. Again, the dominant trader. So these guys, they will love talking about their dramatic trades. So big wins and even big losses, right? They love to take many trades as well because they're very impatient. And sometimes they like to take the contrarian views because they love challenging themselves and also the status quo. So they are motivated by large position sizes so that they can brag about it, right? They love earning more than others, competing, and of course they love winning trades. So what they fear is losing the ability to trade. So if their account gets wiped out or they can't log into their account, they will be very psychologically affected. They have trouble executing their stop losses as well. They hate losing, and of course they'll be very affected by a losing streak. So what you'll notice about these traders, they tend to post a lot of their big percentage gains, high leverage on social media, right? So limitations, they overtrade, they trade every single thing, every opportunity, and they are usually trading too large position sizes, so poor risk management. Now the influential trader, they prioritize being a trend follower, and they love taking trades with the majority. So when say Bitcoin is at an all-time high, you'll seldom see these guys selling or calling for a short. They are very motivated by being part of a group and taking the same trades as others. So what they fear is, as I mentioned before, expressing a contrarian view and taking contrarian trades. You notice this guy's posting a lot of Moonboy content, perma bull content on social media, always talking about up only. And the limitations to this, they are trading. They usually fall into the FOMO trap, right? So every breakout, every move in the direction that they feel, they are taking those trades, and they are very fixated on their views. Moving on to the steady trader, they prioritize working in a team to find ideas. So they love working with people, and they aren't necessarily looking at trades. They like to analyze and produce ideas. So they are motivated by the recognition of these efforts and analysis. And what they fear is being wrong in their analysis. And they also fear getting to a debate. So you'll notice these guys usually posting good analysis on social media, and they don't really like to challenge other people's views. Limitations for them is they are very good at analyzing, but sometimes they aren't the best traders when it comes to executing their ideas. Lastly, we have the conscientious trader. So these guys, their priority is trade precision, avoiding losses, and constantly refining their trade methodology. So again, they like executing precise trades. So every single parameter, every single reason to trade, every step needs to be very clearly defined. And they fear taking losses most of all. So sometimes there may be a perfect trade setup, but they won't take it because they may be overcome by fear. So you notice these guys, if they have the capability, they would have already developed their own trading algo, and they are seldom posting on social media because they are very reserved personalities. So limitations, they tend to overanalyze and not take some clear trades, pulling the trigger when it's needed. And also because they're so afraid of taking losses, sometimes they tend to close their winning trades too early. So alright, so these are the different personality types and how they translate to being a different kind of trader. Okay, so go try out one of these DISC personality tests online, and see how it resonates with you and your trading tendencies. I'll leave a link in the description below to a free one that I used, and I'll be covering each trader personality type in more detail in my subsequent videos. So subscribe and stay tuned. Bye.